say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting right.
Welcome. I am Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. I appreciate you coming on. And special guest tonight, we have M, Seeker of Truth. What's up, M?
Hey, what's up, Will? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Living the dream, the dream life. I think I'm about to become YouTube famous over here.
I think you already are, Will. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that put me in a good mood today was seeing your broadcast when I looked at it this morning and seeing how well you're doing from this story, which we'll get into. The other thing, anyone that's watching from the UK will know that football's big for us. I'll just do a quick, short football segment here. But yeah, we beat Germany today 2-0. And that's big news for us.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
So, I mean, it's been a very long time since we beat them in competitive football. So, happy with that, and I'm in a good mood. And I wanted to talk about what's been going on your channel, because it's gone wild.
Yeah.
When was it? Like 3 days ago or so? Doug from the Frog News Network. He had said that Nesara Gesara is now live, and it's been confirmed by Charlie Ward. Is that right?
Yeah, so we were watching a show, and his co-host, Mike, actually, he has really bad internet, so he gets cut off all the time. He got cut off from the live stream, and he was gone for a little bit, and when he came back, he had an announcement to make. He was calling in over the phone. He's like, I just heard it from this lady. She's a reporter. Portugal. There's reports people are in the street. They're shooting off fireworks. Nesara Gesara is a go. I can hear them chanting in the background. And, of course, none of this verified. And they threw that up for a few minutes talking about it. And then all of a sudden it came in. Charlie Ward has just verified it. Like, just randomly, Charlie Ward came into it and verified it, even though no one could find that info. So I figured I'd make an announcement to the rest of the world.
How do we know that Charlie verified it? We've got no proof, I guess, or it was just said on the Frog News Network. Yeah,
it was said there, and then his latest video with Mel K, he kind of did verify it by saying that it launched in Portugal and Iraq and Mexico, a bunch of small countries. It was almost kind of a nod at the video I did, even though he did it a couple days later. But I couldn't find it that night. They said it, so I said it.
So how was it verified in these various different countries? Or is this just rumor?
It's just Charlie. He's just Charlie. He's the head of it, so he verified it himself. He gives no explanation other than we know that these countries started it because they're the small countries, and that's how it starts, is in small countries first.
So we've got fireworks going off in Portugal
behind M.
And yeah, you reported on it. Well, so you didn't report on it first, but you made a short video about it. Hilarious, and in that video, I'm British and we know our sarcasm, and sometimes we mistake that Americans just do not get that sort of humor.
Right.
And even when I went into your video, I was like, what's going on? And I was like, okay, they're all taking the mickey or taking the piss or whatever you want.
Right.
And looking at your comments, everyone that's following you is also saying, what we're going to buy next. I'm going to buy a swimming pool. And obviously you've got a mix in there of people that are magnetized to this video. Maybe they've searched Nesara Gesara. And so I don't know what the live chat, I wasn't there in the live chat. I don't know if you had a few people that thought that, you guys were all being serious in the live chat. Was that the case?
Yeah, well, there were in the live chat was mostly my viewers. There were one or two viewers that I didn't recognize, but before I made the video, when I shut down my previous stream, if anybody would have watched it before they watched my video, we talked about it. I said, you guys got to come in hot. You got to be excited. I want people to throw up like they got proof. Like, my cousin lives in Portugal, and yeah, we set it all up, and we've done a couple like that. It's been a while since we've done it, but we've never had one hit like that. But we had them ready, so most of them were my fans.
Jeez, Yeah, I mean, I think I remember commenting maybe that night for me, which would have been after you've been to sleep, and there was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
9,000 views or something. And I made a joke about Will's always calling me Hollywood M because I've got after the 30 Reasons and whatnot, I got quite a few subscribers. And he's calling me Hollywood M because, I had a bigger following.
Right, right.
You doubled your following pretty much. You doubled your subscribers.
Yep.
84,000 views, I think, was what I last saw on that one video, which is more than I've had myself for a single video. With the 30 Reasons, I've uploaded it 3 times, and it amounts to like 101,000 views. But my biggest one before they put a restriction that you couldn't watch it in the UK because of
sure.
That got to 67,000. That was my biggest one. So 84,000 views in 3 days, and that's only going to go up. I mean, it's gone mad. And, I think I made a joke when it was at 9,000. Clickbait, and you were like, "Well, I'm just reporting it as it is." But,
yeah.
I made a joke back to Will for those listening. Welcome to Hollywood. I'll show you around.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then. You sent me this meme. check out this meme, chat. There it is. Let me pull it up. It's cutting off some of the text, but it says I'll move it around. Here you go. Once upon a time in Hollywood, and that's me and him together. I'm always calling him Hollywood M, so it makes sense. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna use that.
That's it. I'm showing you around here. Obviously, I'm a bit gutted that your head fitted Brad Pitt's body better. I think that's right. Anyway, I think that's Brad Pitt's body. But if anyone's, that's a good movie actually. But yeah,
for sure. Yeah, it is a good movie.
Like I say, it's gone wild, and you got a lot of views, attracted a lot of subs. But I think what's important here is that a lot of people are confused by the video. Other people have looked at that and gone, this is confirmation that Nesara Gesara is live.
Yeah.
Some people just watch it and just get, okay, he's joking around. I mean, this is intel that's come from Intel, that's come
right.
from News Network, and apparently Charlie Ward. And I think the kind of satire nature of it, like the sarcasm, has kind of touched on a lot of important things, I think, for me. And I thought it was worth talking about because I've had quite a few messages. A couple of them said, "Why are you knocking around with this cold beer confessional guy? He's got a turned face and is all about Nesara Gesara," and sent out this. I've had a few messages saying, that it's hurting their work to try and grifters like Charlie Ward and whatnot. I've sent you a couple of messages actually. There's a couple of examples.
Yeah, I got them. Got them right here. Here's one. You see that one?
This one's from someone that lives in Portugal, and he's tagged me in a Facebook post. I don't recognise the name, but he obviously knows me. Charlie Ward's at it again, and it's kind of saying this, aligning you to one of Charlie Ward's minions, I suppose.
Yeah, and I didn't want that to happen. What I wanted people to see is they look past the sarcasm, they look past the stupidity, they look past my entire catalog of videos where I've done nothing but make fun of it. They look past all that because they want to hear it. They wanna believe it, and so they make all these excuses. I thought more people would be like, nah, this is the guy who always makes fun of these people. There's no way that this is true. And I even left clues in the video. I thought I was being over the top, but apparently not.
I think most people got it, but there is still, and I think that there's still quite a few people that just didn't get the aim of the video and thought that you literally were supporting Frog News Network, this whole Nesara Gesara's gone live news. There's a few of those, but I think there's also a language barrier. And,
sure.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I mean, there's this one guy. He lives in Portugal, and he says it's Portugal's biggest festival, the only place as by the coast to have fireworks. It's fire season for us, so any ignition is prohibited. So he's kind of saying that, you know, this is not true. And he's kind of tagging me in it, questioning it, you know, have a look at this. So I thought that was interesting. Like, you know, I replied to, you know, it's sarcasm, like, but
sure.
There's another message I sent you. I got a message in Telegram. And this person in Telegram, I've had a few Dutch YouTubers talking to me about how in the Netherlands, Charlie Ward is really big, and that my 30 Reasons video, there's a language barrier and whatnot. I mean, it's had less of an impact there. So he's still going very strong there, and not hearing perhaps your channel, my channel, other people that are talking about some of that stuff. So I got this this Telegram message. I mean, first of all, it said, as one question, do I have contact with a cleaning lady? So, you know, I don't know if they've seen the video. Well, they must have seen the video.
Right.
I just said, what you mean, this cleaning lady, and just laughed about it. I mean, well, I do have contact with a cleaning lady on Twitter, but she's not letting up. She's very loyal to Charlie Ward.
Yeah.
But the other thing that she's said, if you look at the second part.
Yeah, let me click it.
So
I see it right there.
About these people trying to inform others about the truth around con men and whatnot. And like I say, Charlie was really big over there. And he says, it sure is a shame because me and a friend are fighting the Charlie Ward freaks in the Netherlands. And now we have to start all over again. So you've literally reset their efforts, Will. According to this person.
Yeah, it appears that way. My camera shut down. I'll get it back up. But yeah, it appears that way. They're saying that I set them back. I mean, that wasn't my intentions. Hopefully they can see it for what it is, as showing people how likely people are to believe some of this stuff, which seems pretty extreme to just take somebody's word for this. Like they didn't want any proof. They didn't want anything. They just took my word for it.
Well, the point is you know, and I'm sure they will. And I did explain it later on in this, you know, in this private chat. You know,
of course,
you know, this guy is helping to fight this too. But I think the point is it's been shared everywhere, and it's been shared everywhere, even in anti-Q Telegram groups and whatnot. I'll let you explain that, but it's been shared everywhere as this is confirmation. It is, you know, it's true, it's live, it's happening now, and this is why I wanted to talk about it, because that's frightening. You've put out a video, you were literally mocking this information. You put out a short video, it's gone viral. People are sharing it everywhere in groups if they realise, you know, what we were trying to expose through this wouldn't give us the time of day, but they're all using it as proof, using you and your broadcast as proof that Nesara Gesara is live, and how easy it is for people to jump on that without any discernment and share it everywhere. And
it's in a ton of Facebook groups. It's all over Instagram. It's in almost every one of the QAnon aligned, New Age QAnon aligned Telegram groups. It even got picked up as a Reddit post to prove that QAnon's a cult-like mentality, and I'm helping to reinforce that because no one checked it and they think that I'm aligned with them. It got shared everywhere. My own fan base found it all over the place, and even some other creators told me that they had found it places that they didn't expect to find it, or me in these groups. It's I couldn't believe how many times it's been shared. Even over on Scotty, Patriot Street Fighter. He hates me, right? He's got it over there. He's got my video. Someone stole it and uploaded it to Brighteon and had 80,000 views on it. Like it's crazy all the places it's went, and it may have even broken up the frogs. The frogs have split. The Frog News Network, the two guys split after my video came out, which it seemed like they had some friction before, and then my video come out that didn't help. and now they got independent channels. So I don't. It's made an impact, I think.
Wow. I mean, if I was partners with Doug and he was saying that, which is obviously it is going to become apparent, and by now should be apparent that it is false.
Sure. Yeah, it was just taking the piss at the way they just spout off information. No one checks it. No one. The whole basis for this was one of the guys saw a reporter who was supposedly in Portugal, claimed they were talking to him, but I'm pretty sure they saw a video of a reporter in Portugal, and the only video I found, like the one they described, was actually for a soccer victory or football, that they were celebrating. And I don't even think it was mislabeled as Portugal. I don't even think it was in Portugal. And I think someone might have sent him that video and he might have ran with it, but it doesn't matter because obviously they didn't verify. There were no fireworks there. At the time he was reporting it, it was actually morning. It should have been daylight there, and he was reporting it as close to midnight and fireworks celebrations. Like, none of it lined up, but no one checked it. They wanted to put it out, so I put it out on my channel as well, just to see who would take it.
If it was a football fireworks celebration, I can tell you there'll be no more of those in Portugal because they were knocked out in the last 16 in England.
That's it.
No more Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's kind of the irony about it all is how it's almost like you've grifted the grifters or the grifters fan base in a way.
Sure.
Not intentionally.
No.
Put out this video and they've all caught on. They're sharing it everywhere, and you're sitting back laughing because it was clearly a sarcastic video. But I think because you had all of your kind of followers behind you, just making this atmosphere of, oh, it's real, it's happening.
Yeah.
That's all the confirmation that it seems many people need to go, this is real information. Look how many people are talking about it. Look how many views this video's got.
Yeah. It feels good to get caught up in that too. That celebration with a bunch of other people. It feels good. Like, if that was real, it would feel good to hop in and say, "Yeah, here we go. This is the new thing. We're all good. Look how happy everybody is." But in the end, it was just a troll.
I would love if we would all suddenly become rich. I mean,
sure.
I don't know how that economically would work. If everyone was rich, I mean, if you know anything about economics, it wouldn't work because everyone would be rich. There'd be hyperinflation. Suddenly everything would cost so much more and you wouldn't be rich because everyone...
Yeah, you would be in the same position again, the exact same position.
It doesn't make any sense from the very basis of it. But, I mean, I think it's a testament to how easily people can be deceived, how clickbait can work. And literally putting that title, I'm sure a lot of those views come from people just going, Nesara Gesara. Oh, look, It's live. Oh, let's click on this video. Wow, it's live. Mind blown. I'm going to be rich.
Sure.
It's a worrying state of affairs, and I think it's great. It's great that you've done that. It's great that it's had that impact. It's great that it'll possibly have a knock-on impact now as people look back on it and go, oh, what an idiot.
Yeah, check your sources.
What an idiot I was for believing it, sort of thing. Yeah. And then reflect on how easy it is for other clickbait around the internet. How literally they typed in Nesara Gesara, saw something positive, and thought brilliant, and then ran with it, and then made you go viral.
Yeah, the guy who literally sits here and teases and picks at and makes jokes about their favorite creators. They put me into orbit with one video. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it just shows how easily people can be deceived. It shows how easy it is on the internet to type in a title on your video, make a little fuss about it on a broadcast, and go viral because you're telling people what they want to hear. Even though it was tongue in cheek, it would seem possibly 80,000 people didn't realize that.
Sure.
70,000 tops, maybe didn't realize that. And so I hope that they learn a lesson from it. You were saying about how great it would be if this was real, and what would you buy? So lots of people talk about buying a new swimming pool. What I mean, we haven't seen anything or any proof that
Right.
it's gone away. Obviously, it hasn't. Has anyone said anything to you? I had one message. I saw a message saying, "Oh, it's real. My debt's been cleared," and they deleted it and they acted like they didn't send it. So obviously,
Yeah.
oh no, it's still there. Oh bugger.
I haven't had people doing that and confirming it. What I have had is people reach out to the show phone line, to my email, my personal email, the show's email, and ask me like, oh, they're desperate for more information. Can you tell me more about this? Can you tell me more about that? And I've been trying to handle those. I don't know what state these people are in, and if they're this deep, it's probably not the greatest. I've been trying to handle those one by one and say, look, I was just trying to show how easy it is to be misled. Make sure you check your sources, blah, blah, blah. But I've probably got about 10 of those, and that's about it. I haven't had anybody try to reinforce it and agree with me. Most people just celebrate, yay, whatever, and then leave. But that's been the majority of it.
You weren't tempted to jump on the "oh yeah, I've got secret intel" train. I know the head of the QFS.
Oh no, not yet.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go turncoat. I'm glad you stuck by your principles. Well,
That's it.
where I was getting at is, what would you do if it was real? I mean, come on, like, what if we wake up tomorrow and our banks, our bank accounts show a couple of million inside it?
Well, I think you got to. There's only two choices if that was really real. You either have to get ahead of the market and buy everything you're going to have to buy immediately, or you're just going to have to buckle down, because when everything settles back out, having $1 million in your bank will be like having $100 in your bank. So you won't be well. So like, you may get ahead of it and buy a bunch of stuff and be able to withstand. Like, if you bought enough food and water and a home and whatever to survive, you might be able to just live. But if you don't get ahead of it, man, when inflation hits, like 1,000,000% inflation, nobody's going to have anything. It'll just be like we are right now. If you're poor now, you'll be poor then. But just with $1 million.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, great thing to say. Great thing to say. You hit the nail on the head. You'd have to get ahead of people, wouldn't you? You'd have to buy.
Oh yeah.
Right away. I mean, talking about hyperinflation, it harks back to sort of the period between World War One and World War Two, and in Germany, where they had major hyperinflation, and they were having to have wheelbarrows full of notes of cash just to buy one loaf of bread. I can't see how economically it'd be any different if suddenly everyone was rich. I mean, there's got to be some sort of currency, in some way, to
there has to be a cap on it somewhere, or else it gets to where it would actually be more beneficial to burn it to stay warm than it would to like pay your power bill, because your power bill becomes $14 million, or you can burn a couple $100,000 through the night and stay warm.
That's what they were doing
crazy
in the early 30s in Germany, late 20s. Absolutely. They'd rather burn it and stay warm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. And I don't see how it will work. And I think it is a thing where people are saying, well, everyone will have everything, or is it that everyone will have and own nothing?
Right. That's a scary statement that come out recently, where they said this has to do more with more like the Great Reset, which some people believe the two are tied. Like they're getting you geared up for Nesara to get into the Great Reset or whatever. That's one of the quotes that come out of it is you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That doesn't sound like something I want to do, to be honest with you.
And that's it. And people think that they're the same thing or the same goal. There's some people that say, no, there's a good one and the bad one. There's a white hats one and a black hats one. And really, I just think the whole idea is nonsense. But what we can tell from this intel is that it is not intel. It's a load of rubbish. But
right.
What difference a few fireworks can make, eh?
Right. A few fireworks from New Year's.
Yeah, or whenever. So, what would you do with the money if it's a tough thing. Everyone was in your chat was saying I'd buy a swimming pool, I'd buy a Ferrari.
Oh yeah, you're gonna buy me some new legs.
I'd probably new legs. Will needs new legs. I'd probably have people in every one of my hires a couple of people to sprinkle down notes as I'm talking.
Making it rain
with a gold throne. Much like some of the things I was saying that I would do if I was actually receiving deep state checks, which according to Charlie Ward and to others, I am. But anyway, man, congratulations on your newfound fame.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for showing me around Hollywood. I knew I'd need that.
Yeah. I'll show you around all the hot spots, and definitely welcome to Hollywood. It's great to see. It's great to see you getting some recognition, and I'm sure that from this you'll get a lot of new genuine subscribers that are like, okay, all right, well, this was funny, or I like how he did that. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Sure.
So good for you. I think the video's done, a very important thing. I think it's going to make people double take and maybe think harder, or maybe it will just go viral and everyone will forget about it afterwards and just look at the next Nesara Gesara confirmation.
That's right.
Doug lied to them. Charlie lied to them. Again, it was another piece of bullshit.
Right. It always seems to be.
It always does seem to be.
Yeah. Hey, before I just saw this in the chat. Shout out to Tony, the Veritas Machine, one of our friends. He got his channel back. Did you see that? He popped up in the chat there.
No,
he's
fireworks.
That's right. That was what the celebration in Portugal was about. They knew Tony got his channel back.
It was a premature celebration of Tony D of the Veritas Machine getting his channel back. Congratulations, Tony. I'm really happy to hear that. And I'm absolutely chuffed for you. So is he in the chat now?
Yeah, he's in there now. He just said, hey.
Great to hear that, Tony. So brilliant news. I'm really chuffed for you. So just from me quickly, guys, if you're watching this from my channel, make sure you hop over to Cold Beer Confessional channel and subscribe. I will leave a link to this viral piece of intel on Nesara Gesara on the link on my channel. And Will, thanks for having me on yours. And if you see me for the first time, like and subscribe.
Sure. Check out M Seeker of Truth on YouTube. That video, the most recent video you just did was good with what's it? Kevin Moore, is that his name?
Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, Kevin Moore, really cool guy. And
we've only seen part one. You've got another part, right? Another part coming out.
Yeah, part 2's coming out within sort of the next week. We've got some exclusive stuff, which is going to be quite shocking, coming out in part 2 about Simon Parkes. So guys, look out for that coming up in your notifications. If you haven't already hit the notification bell,
sure.
Get the update when it's going to go live. I'll try and give you guys some fair warning, but I'll be honest, sometimes I'm too eager to get it out, and I only give you guys an hour's warning before I do the premiere of the video. But look out for that. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, guys, you heard it here first. M is making the real announcement about Nesara Gesara on part 2 of his video with Kevin Moore. So make sure you check that out. But guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on, M. I'll be live in just a little bit for the normal show. We just wanted to get this out there, keep it short to where people can actually watch it with their attention span. And we'll get out of here for now, but I'll be right back. And make sure you go subscribe to M while I'm off. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes. You got anything else, M?
That's all. Thanks for having me, Will. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, see you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well. It's all over. Hands on his shoulders, they ringing his bell.